Brockville man is drawing a lot of attention after erecting a large sign on his house saying he's got to choose between heat and home.
Rick Russell says he's been squeezed into a spot no senior should experience.
CTV's Joanne Schnurr has just returned from Brockville and has more for us tonight. Joanne.
Well, Rick Russell's sign may be unusual, but his situation certainly isn't, as more seniors find themselves hovering at the poverty line, trying to hang on. His truck is for sale. Now his rented house is back on the market as Rick Russell figures out how his next stage in life will play out. The 68-year-old erected this sign on his house this week, almost as a warning to others. This is what might await them.
It's just the same situation most everybody has right now. They're losing their homes because they can't pay the utility bills. Well, this is the Enbridge bill, which is due now at $321. This is a water bill, which is due now, which is $121.
Russell, who's worked as a painter all his life, says he can't keep pace with the rising cost of utilities and rent. He's fallen behind in payments and now has some tough choices to make.
Either have a house with no heat or heat with no house.
These are the kinds of stories that we're hearing across rural Ontario, and it's now starting to happen in the suburbs as well. People simply can't afford to pay their hydro bills.
Energy poverty is real. People are choosing between heating their homes and eating, and I think the government has to do something.
Russell admits it's not just the cost of hydro that's financially crippling him. It's relying on a meager pension that he had hoped would cover his cost of living. Brockville's mayor says his area is aging rapidly, with nearly 1 in 5 residents over the age of 65, much higher than the national average, and many have no pension.
Declining income and rising costs, whether it's hydro or rent or taxes or everything else, we have a lot more people that are going to be living alone, older, seniors with less income.
Russell is pleased his sign is shining some attention on this issue, hoping something may come of it for other seniors. As for him, he's not worried. Queen's Park resumes sitting today. The focus for the spring session will be hydro costs. The Liberals are looking at cutting those costs, likely too late, though, for Rick Russell. Matt.
CTV's Joanne Schnurr reporting live for us tonight. Thank you, Joanne.
CBC, which stands for the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. It's pretty much Canada's taxpayer-funded media company. Canada is more like the USSR in that their government takes the taxpayers' money and then sets up a media company. And that media company in Canada is called the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, and the Canadian taxpayers front the bill for that for about $1 billion per year. Now, a couple weeks ago, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation did this puff piece on the Syrian refugees, which Canada had accepted. Canada's accepted something like 30,000 refugees so far. What was amazing about it was the amount that these refugees, these Syrian refugees, receive. So the living allowance these Syrian refugees receive is $1,500 per month. They also receive a $2,100 a month Canada Child Benefit for a total of $3,600 per month. Now that equates to $43,000 per year. And just so you guys have a reference, the average Canadian makes $27,000 per year. They have a lot of leftist kooks up in Canada running the show. They've been adding these policies where the energy and hydro bills in parts of Canada are as much as $1,000 per month due to these, totally kooky leftist environmental save the rainforest type policies. In addition to that, Canada's economic juggernaut, a province called Alberta, where the most Trump type supporters would be, they're the economic engine of the country. Everyone in Ottawa is just a fucking retard moron communist. So in Alberta the unemployment rate is 10%. In Canada on the whole the unemployment rate is 7%. And in cities like Toronto and Vancouver you have real estate prices increasing sometimes as much as 10 to 15% per month because of all the dirty money coming in from China. And this is what the Trudeau administration is focusing on, bringing refugees over and giving them $3,600 per month or $43,000 for the year, while the rest of Canadians suffer paying $1,000 in hydro bills so Justin Trudeau can go to these European climate change things and get applauded by a bunch of fucking Eurofans. That's pretty much it for today, guys. Take care and God bless.
Are you running? Are you not running?